Hey, what is up, guys? It is Phantom here, and welcome back to a brand new video, everyone. And yes, I know we are back at it again with the tier lists and also the hottest NPCs kind of merged into one here. So, I mean, by the title of this video, you can probably tell what's about to go down, okay? We're about to make history here, alright? Actually, not the first person to do this. I actually got this video idea from Kaiser Noah. I don't actually know how to say your name, bro. I'm sorry, Kaiser. I don't know. Anyways, today we're gonna be ranking some of the baddest biddies in Wizard101 here. We've got a stacked list. I mean, we've got we've got pretty much, oh god, pretty much everyone at least that I can think of right now. We got a pretty stacked list here today. That's really all I gotta say about it. So anyways, though, it's been a long time since I've done one of these hottest NPC videos. Thought this would be, kind of a cool idea. And of course I ripped it off someone else, but that's besides the point. Anyways, though, without further ado, I would like to jump right in here. Alright, so starting off here, right at the very beginning, we have Miss Abby K. Doodle, who, anyways, I know in Noah's video, like, he had a separate tier list for pretty much all of the minors because, I don't know, I guess the guy's in college or something. I'm here to tell you I don't really have such weaknesses, so I can rank all the minors pretty much without any consequence. Anyways, Abby K. Doodle, god, where should she go? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of find her a little bit annoying. I kind of found her a little bit annoying at the start of... Where do you meet her? Like Ambrose's room, like the very beginning of the game? Yeah, no, she's actually... I'm gonna put her in an E tier because, I think, like, looks-wise, she's not too bad, I suppose. But, just her overall demeanor, I feel like, makes her a little bit unattractive. Next up, we got the Photomancy Bug Lady. Oh, no. Oh, God, Oh, Jesus Christ, Yeah, there's some creatures in here for sure. I'm sorry, F tier. Like, I don't even remember what her name is. I'm trying to remember right now. Obviously not that memorable for me because I've never done the Photomancy quest. I don't really know who has. I don't know, dude. I mean, I like Photomancy as a feature, but if we're really just talking about the NPC that just pretty much resents the whole thing, I'm not into bugs, man. That's not really my thing. Actually, there is one exception. We'll get to her later in this list. Anyways, let's just move on, though. Next up, we have Athena here. A strong, powerful, articulate woman. Definitely goes in the A tier for me. Definitely a solid A tier here. I mean, she's a bird, right? Immediately, just right off the bat, that's just a plus. I can't even lie to you. Oh my god, just... an absolute mommy. An absolute mommy. Belladonna Crisp is such an S tier. I can't explain this enough, okay? Like, right, in my life walkthrough, I just recently finished Wisteria. Very sad about that, by the way, that's over. That part of the walkthrough anyway. I just finished Wisteria. You guys know, for the people who had actually watched this episodes, I was thirsting over her the whole time. I mean, let's be honest. I think she'll always be my number one, so as is customary, she definitely deserves to go at the top of the S tier list. Next up, we got Blossom. Who definitely goes in F. Oh, definitely goes in F tier because I'm not gonna lie, she kind of looks like a man, and I don't like men, contrary to popular belief. Next up, we got Dahlia Falmea here. Oh god, just really the hottest bitch in town. Definitely goes in the S tier for me. Not quite on that Belladonna Crisp level, we're not quite there yet, but definitely approaching it. At least closer than all the other people on this list have been so far. Who is this? Is this that bitch Dorothy? Oh god. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know, dude. I mean, I think she's a little bit better than Abby K. Doodle. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys don't know, let's see, what was it? Dorothy was part of a side quest, I believe, in Unicorn Way. Kind of like a little bit of a parody of the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, she goes in D tier, not quite Abby K. Doodle level, not quite, the Man Blossom and Bug level. A little bit better, but still not great, So we're gonna put her right there. Dryad is a solid S, okay? If you guys saw my comment on Noah's video, you would know that I do have, quite the attraction, quite the fascination for Dryad. I mean, let's be honest, she is kind of like the finest sculpted piece of wood that I have ever seen. I don't think I've seen a better piece of driftwood of just that superb quality. Oh, Dryad, you definitely an S tier. Next up we have, what's her name? What's her name? Zeke's girl. It's like Eloise or something. Yeah, something like that. I think I got that right. Where should she go on this list? Where should she go? All right. So honestly, she's kind of like middle-aged, middle of the road MILF level. I think that's like C tier. You know, so MILF kind of brings her up, I feel like, in terms of the rankings, but she's not quite, she's not really quite Athena level or fucking Crisp level or Dahlia Falmea. You know what I mean? She's not quite there. She's not quite there, but definitely better than all the rest, I have to say. Next up is Eris Golden Apple. That God, what is she from? Mount Olympus? Mount Olympus, her puzzle and everything. She's definitely a solid E tier. Going back down with Abby there. I'm sorry, Eris. You never really did it to me. You were never really very kind to me in Mount Olympus either. And overall, I'm just not that attracted to you. What can I say? Next up, we have Grandmother Raven. Hold on, is this the only Grandmother Raven on this list? Because it's showing like her spirit form, which is like kind of weird. But okay, am I supposed to like judge her in this spirit form? Am I just supposed to judge Grandmother Raven as a whole? I'm not really sure. I mean, this one's actually kind of tough. Like, she's been around for what, like millennia, so she's got to have experience, right? I think I'm gonna put her up in a solid A tier. While she's, might not have the physical prowess of Belladonna Crisp, Dahlia Falmea, or Dryad, I think it's definitely a solid ranking for her, just to put her up there. Next up, we have Ione, who, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of uptight, but I'm still gonna put her in a B tier because, I think I could loosen her up. Next up is Istar, the genie. That is a solid S. I mean, come on, let's be honest. I think she was in my top 5 hottest women in Wiz, as were like, Crisp and Falmea as well. It only makes sense that she's in S tier after all. I don't think I really need to explain much. I mean, just look at that. Oh god, look at that gorgeous little thing. Next up is Jackie, the rabbit. Honestly, not really too into rabbits myself. I can't really speak for my audience here, but oh, by the way, make sure to let me know your opinions in the comments down below. I just realized we have so much women. We have so many women to rank. Okay, I gotta hurry this up. I'm sorry. I think she's actually no. She's definitely goes in C tier. Not really. I think she's kind of on board with Ellis here. She's not a human, which kind of brings her down a bit. But the rabbit features that she does have are honestly pretty adequate in my opinion. All right, so next up is Judgment. Judgment the spell. That's definitely a solid A. Definitely a solid A right there. Let's see. I mean, she's got the figure, right? She's got the wings. She could sweep me off my feet any day. Judgment, just 100% A tier. 100% A tier for me. Alright, boys. Next up, we have Crocopatra, the pink croc with lipstick on. Oh god, this one's always rubbed me a little bit the wrong way, okay? I'm sorry. Like, cold-blooded too? Like, need I say more? Ugh. Next up, we got Lady Blackhope. Oh god, she is a ghost, but like, definitely a sexy one at that. This one's a bit tricky. This one's definitely a bit tricky. I'm gonna put her, I think she's kind of in line with Ione, honestly. Lady Blackhope's like one of those people that I feel like was really hot, when she was alive. And while she was dead, you kind of do lose some of that attractiveness. You kind of deteriorate a little bit. But she definitely still retains some of her former beauty, so I definitely think she deserves B tier. Next up is Lady the Lake. I think this one's kind of obvious. I mean, come on. There is a reason why. She's nicknamed Lady of the Cake. Let me tell you. You don't believe me? Go to her tower yourself in Avalon, Lakeshore. I'll see you there. Next up, we've got Seraph. I mean, I think this goes without saying, just for the same reasons that Judgment... exactly the same reasons that Judgment was placed in A tier, just a pristine figure overall. And, I mean, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same NPC if we're just, ranking this on physical attractiveness. Kind of just a reskin. But yeah, I would definitely put her in A tier. Next up, we have Lore Master. While she was, like, alive. Listen, this might be a little bit of an unpopular opinion. I think Lore Master, while she's alive, is like hella attractive. Like I think she's super bad. I think she's super bad if I'm being honest. Like, oh my god, if she, oh, dude, just like fucking battle torn and. All right, Greyros. Greyros. Oh god, I see so many comments. I see so many of my comments thirsting over Greyros. I don't understand it. I don't really get the hype. She's an E tier. She's an E tier. I'm sorry. She's an E tier. Stop calling her a gilf. She's not a gilf. I would not. No. No. I'm sorry. She does not belong any higher than E. Next up is the magic mirror. I mean, obviously I can see myself in the mirror, and like, who doesn't like that? Definitely goes in S tier for me. Next up is, I think this is one of the Death Seraph ladies. And I mean, we're just gonna kind of put all the seraphs, all the angels on the A tier. I feel like they all kind of share this similar angelic beauty, so they're definitely gonna go there for now. Next up is Marla Stinger. Oh god, Marla has never been. Marla has never been. Oh god, I think she's kind of on the same level as Dorothy, to be honest. Just like kind of one of those, kind of one of those kid NPCs. Wait, I just realized how old are the child NPCs in Wiz anyway? Oh god, I kind of don't want to actually find out the answer to that, but overall, I would definitely put her at the same tier as Dorothy. Next up is Medusa. Next up is Medusa, who I think is a fat A. I definitely think she is a fat A. You know, Snakes' hair, I feel like things can get a little complicated sometimes. It might be kind of difficult to navigate, blah, blah, blah. However, I don't know why. She just looks like someone who knows what she's doing. You know, somebody who could definitely show you a good time down in just like the pits of Tartarus or wherever the hell she lives. Medusa's definitely staying at A tier. Alright, next up we got Mallory. I'm sorry. Once again, dude, in the comments, you guys are always thirsting over Mallory. I just don't understand it. You know, it doesn't matter that she was in, like, my top 5 hottest women list, part 2, or whatever it was. I'm sorry, she's just... oh god, I don't know. Actually, I can't put her any higher than C, okay? It's not a bad ranking, I guess. It's not a bad ranking. I just don't quite see the amount of hype that really is built around Mallory. She's okay, I guess, right? She's okay, I suppose. But, I mean, compared to some of these other ones, compared to some of these other baddies, like, it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare. Next up is Mindy. I've always had a soft spot for Mindy, and I'm not really sure why. She kind of sounds like a little gremlin. I think Mindy, I think Mindy's a solid B. I'm gonna say it. I think she is a solid B. I think she's kind of a quality woman. In Colossus Boulevard, just doing the quest for her, helping her out. I mean, how could I resist that adorable voice? I mean, let's be honest here. Irresistible Mindy. Still not quite irresistible enough to be in the ARS tier, but I digress. Okay, next up we got the Fox Lady, Monstrologist, what's her name? So I don't really like Monstrology, and I also don't really... I'm not a furry, okay? I'm not a furry. F tier. I'm sorry. She's just... That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. She won't even invite me to her home of Albion. How could I put her any higher than F? Doesn't make sense. Melinda Wu... Oh god, Melinda Wu's kind of... Ooh. She's kind of naughty, though. Like... 4 udders. Unlimited possibilities. She definitely goes in A tier, plus extra thick. I mean, let's be honest, like, there's gonna be Moo Moo Milk. There's gonna be Moo Moo Milk. Morganth, solid S. I'm sorry, like, actually, I'm not sorry. I feel like the grand consensus on this one is actually gonna be, I think it's actually gonna be pretty consistent throughout. I mean, with all the players' opinions and everything. Come on, S tier Morganth, like, I mean, I was thirsting over her, the entire second arc of Wiz. And then when she transformed into that giant kinky spider, she was even more irresistible. I'm sorry. S tier. Not sorry. Next up, we have the housing tour lady, I think. She's a cat. I'm sorry. No, actually, now I'm kind of thinking about it. She is a cat. She is a cat. Okay, here's my reasoning. Right, okay, she is a cat, but I feel like the features that she does have as a cat, similar to, you know, Jackie's ranking, it just kind of works, you know? Something about it kind of works for me. Obviously, most of the things that she has doesn't work for me because she's an E tier, but something about her is at least better than the at least better than the people in F tier. How do I explain it better? She's an E tier. Next up is Pato Gold. I mean, God, she's just a lifeless little leprechaun. I don't really like, no personality, you know, no quests surrounding her. She just kind of sells me overpriced St. Patrick's Day items. I don't like her. Plus, I'm not even a big fan of redheads. Although there might be some exceptions on this list. We'll get to those. Mindy Pixie Crown. No, not Mindy. Sorry, my bad. Penny Dreadful. I think she definitely is in line with Mindy. All right, I think she is definitely in line with Mindy. That overall cutesy factor is definitely still there, and you know, there's definitely a strong attraction, or you know when there's a strong attraction, right? When I actually want to go help them with like their needs. You know, there's something there. You know, there's something there that like isn't really there with anyone else, or anyone else at the bottom of this list at least. Okay, moving on. We got Pigsy. A god among spells. Definitely gonna craft it on my life soon, once he actually gets to Zafaria. But anyways, the Pigsy spell, I mean, it's a pig. It's a pig. What can I say, dude? What can I say? I'm gonna put her at E tier. I'm gonna put her at E tier just because I like the spell, but I mean, like, that's a pig. That's a pig wearing a wig, man. A pig with a wig. Not for me. Next up is Kisma. She is a cat. I know that the housing girl, whatever her name is also a cat. But there's something about Kisma. That is so eloquent, so elegant. There's something that I like. There's some sort of attraction there. She seems so sophisticated, you know, just so just driven and into her art. There's something about that I respect. There's something about the passion there. You know, there's something about the passion there about Kisma. It just, oh my god, it just drives me to love her. I don't know what else I can say. Next up, is this Queen Calypso? Oh god. She's got a boat attached to her. Which is kind of weird. And I don't know if I'm really into that. But the rest of her's not bad. You know, the rest of her's not bad. I'm going to put her at C tier because I think the boat thing is something that we can get around. You know, there's nothing that plastic surgery can't fix, right? She's going to go in C tier for now. Next up here, okay. We have Queen Sabina. The bee. The queen bee. Definitely an S tier. I mean, if you watched my first hottest NPCs video that I posted a while ago, probably almost a year ago, or like kind of getting close to a year ago, as a matter of fact, which is actually crazy. But I put her at like number 3 or something, like out of the 5 hottest NPCs in Wiz. And this was the first iteration of that video anyway, so you know my opinions are really, really strong. And I know I put one of the bugs down here. Okay, I'm sorry, she's overweight. What can I say? She's overweight. Sabina is extremely fit, you know, not in brood mommy form. That's obviously a plus. MILF, okay? Need I say more? She's just, oh my god, she's quite the bee. Quite the little specimen we have there. Regina Flame Talon, is that your name? I think so. The bitch we help in Golem Corp. I'm sorry, this one never did it for me. You're on Abby level, okay? You're on Abby level because what you made me do, oh my god, it's not just that you're a redhead, but you made me go in, defeat a wooden construct, come back out of the tower, made me go back in again, defeat whatever the second tier of Golem is, make me come back out of the tower again, then make me go all the way to the top of Golem Tower, defeat the Iron Golem, get the Steam Capacitator, whatever it's called, then bring it to you, when I could have just gathered all those things through one run of Golem Tower. What were they thinking when they made that quest? Regina, what were you thinking when you sent me on that quest? I will hate her forever because of that. Who is this? Is she, the background there makes it look like she's part of one of those time travel quests with the professor. I'm not quite sure though, but she's kind of hot. Whoever she is, she's, ooh, yeah, whatever she, I mean, I don't know who she is. But there's something about her that's doing it for me. You know, I'm sorry. She's got curves. Okay, here's where I kind of go back a little bit on that whole redhead thing, right? Rusalka just conveys so much emotion. She just conveys so much emotion. I mean, when you cast that spell, something inside of me is just riled up. Something inside of me just stirs, you know? So much passion. It all kind of balls up, you know? It all kind of balls up until it's like overwhelming. Rusalka is one of the only women on this list that can do that to me. Definitely an A tier. Okay, next up is Sabrina Greenstar. She teaches me what? My school's shield spell, which is like kind of dog. I'm gonna put her in D tier. I'm sorry, like D tier is honestly we're kind of starting to see a bit of a theme in D tier here. It looks like, but yep, these three ladies definitely D tier for me. Overall, not that useful. And wait, is it Sabina or Sabrina? I think it's Sabrina. Queen Sabina, Sabrina. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm sorry, shield spells, they're just not that useful. Unless you're like trying to set for someone in PvP, but what do I know about PvP? Let's not get into that. Scorching Scimitars. Obviously an S. I'm sorry, this is by far the hottest fire spell. If you disagree with me, you can leave a dislike right now. But there's just so much. There's just so much that this girl's working with. She's got so much going for her. Selena Gomez, obviously an S tier as well. I mean, do I even need to explain? It's Selena Gomez. She's not in the game anymore, but she was at one point, and that's really all that matters. I never actually did the quest either, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. Definitely an S tier, though. I don't even think I need to explain that one that much. Sirens, also an S tier. I mean, literally, you've just got, instead of one Lady of the Lake, you basically got three. I mean, it's heaven. It's heaven. There's nothing else I can say about it. It's simply heaven. They might be a little bit smaller than their counterpart here, but I mean, there's three of them. Just saying, man. Okay, next up, Sophia Darkside, the little mouse that teaches us shadow magic. You know, she was nice. I think I'm gonna put her in B tier. I think I remember like the quests actually being semi-enjoyable. It's kind of weird how I'm using like a mix of physical appearance and also just like how much I enjoy them as characters and doing their quests. It's weird how that works, that little mix. But Sophia, honestly, you always were really kind to me. Always will have a spot in my heart. Definitely B tier. Decently attractive mouse too. Not really into mice, but Sophia, you can stay in B tier. Sultana, I mean, come on. Come on. S. Such an S. God, I've talked about this before. I've literally mentioned so many of these women in my past videos. Sultana, God, literally my erotic Persian fantasies, they're fulfilled. I mean, God, look at her, man. Just look at her, though. She conveys power. She's obviously a strong woman. So much responsibility attributed to her as well. I like a woman who will do everything for me and take care of me, you know, as if I was just some humble noble. And I feel like Sultana will give me that fantasy, the luxury of that fantasy. Next up, we got Susie Griffinbane. Susie, I've always liked. I think she's like the first wizard girl NPC, unless you don't count like, or unless you know you're counting Dahlia Falmea, Belladonna Crisp, or even Morganth. First, like, actual, you know, underaged... God, I just feel so weird saying that. I'm a minor, okay? I'm a minor. It's fine. Everything's okay. Oh my god. But definitely an A tier for me. Okay, like, just in the old quest line, when we had to save her brother Ardor, you know, she's like, can you help me, please? And she's like, I swear to God, one of, like, the only people in this game that actually says please to me. And as a kid... that was just so heartfelt. It meant so much to me. No one had ever said something that nice to me in my life. Definitely an A. Sylvia Drake, I mean, come on. There is a reason why, I believe Noah touched on this as well, there is a reason why Malister went to the ends of the earth for this woman. I mean, come on. It's not always personality, man. It's not always personality. Would I summon Titans for someone? Probably not. Probably not. But if he was willing to do it for this girl, I mean, that's gotta mean something, right? And I mean, she's kind of bad. She's kind of bad. Definitely put her in S. Oh, just over Sylvia, like, oh God. Even in Wraith form, dude, you already know. You already know I would hit that. Okay, next up we've got Tatiana. Once again, I kind of am dealt with this sexy ghost card. which kind of leaves me lost and confused, but not in a bad way. Not really in a bad way. Almost like me wanting more, me seeking more, I feel like. If the woman leaves me wanting more, I think it's safe to say that she's done a good job. I think it's safe to say that she has done her job appropriately. A tier for sure. Valentina Heartsong, I think she's a C. I mean, decently attractive, right? Obviously kind of falls into the same realm as Pato Gold, but okay, I'm gonna be honest, she's a blonde. That's the only difference. I'm partial. Okay, we all have our preferences. No need to get mad. Okay, next up is Velma. Is this Velma? Wait, is that her name? It's something like that. It's definitely something like that. She is the balance scholar. She is the balance scholar in Wisteria? Or no, it's not called balance. It's called like equilibrium or something. I never liked her. I was never a fan of like nerdy girls. She also has a wrench, and that kind of scares me. I don't know. She kind of conveys some weird feminist archetype that it just makes me afraid. Definitely E though. I feel like she can get freaky sometimes. So not quite an F. Not quite an F for me. I would definitely put her in E though. Velma von Vankman. I mean, come on. Like I've mentioned before in my previous videos, quality woman. Definitely quality woman. Have you seen her? Have you seen her in that skimpy outfit she wears? I'm just saying, man. She's got it. Trust me, she's got it. Winged Sorrow is like extremely attractive. Is definitely extremely attractive. I actually kind of want to look up the spell real quick because I don't exactly remember. I don't actually exactly remember what Winged Sorrow. I don't actually remember what the spell entails. But just looking at the icon right now, I mean Bat Lady, but like, oh my god, dude, I just feel like she knows how to have a good time. Facial structure, very on point as well. Like just symmetrical, cheekbones, amazing. That's an S tier for me. Next up, we got the Mantis. What was her name? Like Zaltana Mirmask, something like that in Chrysalis. Something along those lines. Might be another Mantis NPC, I don't know. But she was, you know, I think I'm gonna have to put her in D tier because like, you know, she definitely helps us, right? And she's working for the good guys, which I do like. I definitely do like. And you know, when I did find out that we were actually in alliance with her the whole time, I was actually very, very happy, which means she must have left some sort of impression on me. The only reason why she's in D tier is because she's a Mantis, and that's weird. Next up, Zen 7-star, the princess. Yeah, some sort of bird princess in Azteca. Where should she go on the list? All right, where would I put Zen 7-star on this list? Honestly, I'm gonna say it, F tier. I do not enjoy the stupid quest line that we have with her and her father in Azteca. Not really that enjoyable for me. Also, overall, just not very attractive of an NPC. So I'm sorry, but she goes in F tier. Next up is Lady Ice Dwarf. I don't know her name. It's kind of funny and kind of random that she's actually on this list. I'm just going to put her at C tier because honestly, I don't really know much about her. I mean, you know what? Facial structure, not bad. I'll give her that. Kind of pretty, kind of cute. But C tier, I don't know, man. She doesn't really do it for me. I'm not really feeling the vibes here. I don't really feel anything that special. Just between us, any spark, any flare. Yeah. Anyways, we've got next up we've got this Imperia lady. I'm sorry, I've never found these guys. What are they even called? What's their species called? In Imperia, like the little aliens. I don't remember. I know there was like, oh wait, no, calamari, that's what it was. I was thinking of like the gobblers for a second, but which for some reason one of them's in here already, which I don't think I put in there. How did that get there? Okay, weird. Anyways, calamari, never was a fan. Never really was a fan. I mean, the character models were like kind of cool, but like, would I actually want to do stuff with the calamari? That just kind of, I don't know, dude. Kind of gives me chills. Fire Dwarf Lady, on the other hand, definitely a solid A tier. This is once again where the redhead rule, I guess Falme is a redhead too. The redhead rule, you know, it doesn't really apply here. Is Sylvia kind of, no, Sylvia kind of has more, I don't know, she's kind of a combination, a little bit of that red and brown. Fire Dwarf Lady though, very, very attractive, very, very hot and steamy. I mean, they literally like, what do they do down there in Inner Athenor? It's literally fire and steam everywhere. I mean, it's no surprise. It's no surprise that Fire Dwarf Lady is in A tier, so that is where she will stay for now. Next up, we got Irikala. I mean, definitely the Dark Genie, definitely an S tier. Like, she is right up there with Istar. She's basically just a, more delinquent form of Istar. Each one kind of comes with, it's kind of like the angel and the devil. There's perks to both. There's downsides to both. Two sides of the same coin. Definitely an S tier for me. Next up, we got Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, I definitely got to put her above Mallory at the very least because she has withstood the test of time. She has experience, like we definitely know. She gets up to that, up to some stuff with that broom of hers or whatever that is. That a broom? What actually does she have in her hands? There's some sort of staff, whatever it is. I don't actually know if that's. I don't know what that is. Yeah, some kind of staff. Anyways, you already know. You already know. I mean, I don't see a man in her house. You already know what she gets up to with that staff. Need I say more? I don't think so. Next up, is this the queen? Is this the queen of Marleybone? Oh god, I honestly am not a fan. I'm honestly not really much of a fan. I think, actually no, she radiates E tier energy. I'm not exactly sure why. It might just be like, she kind of just looks like that dapper corgi pet if you just slapped a dress on it. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. I'm going to put her at E tier for now. Next up, we've got like one of these fairy things from Caramel, which, they're not too bad. They're definitely not too bad. I think I'm going to have to put them at C tier though. Actually, oh god, these fairies look a little too young even for my taste. Let's just put them at F. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that one at F. That really rubs me the wrong way. Next up is Greta. Greta is a fat F. If you've watched my Caramel walkthrough, you would know I'm not a fan of Greta. I'm not really a fan of moles in general. Like, they're supposed to be blind. Caramel isn't even biologically accurate. It just really brings a tear to my eye. Greta was a disappointment. For being like our best friend throughout Caramel, I just really did not enjoy her character. Plus, she's a mole, and that's kind of unattractive, to me at least. Next up, we've got this lady. Is this the lady from Imperia? And this is the one from Caramel, but this one's from Imperia, I think. That background looks like Imperia. These guys are basically the same species of gobbler, so this is kind of tough. What do they even call these, though? What do they even call these in Imperia? I swear to God, there's a different name for them. Not really a fan, though. Not really a fan of the models. I think maybe a little bit better than the mantises, though. I think a little bit better than the mantises. I would have to put both of these. I mean, they're practically the same. They're practically the same thing. They basically are the same thing. They've even got the same hairstyles. I think they go in a solid C tier. I'm just gonna put them there. Gobbler lady after, undergone the transformation into like an actual gobbler. Definitely F tier. Gobblers are not. Like, they can definitely gobble. They can definitely give you some good gawk, but I don't really think, I just don't really think appearance-wise they deserve more than an F. I don't think so. Next up is the witch ladies. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of attracted. I'm kind of drawn towards these weird sisters. I don't know. There's something about them. They're a little bit like the fairies. They don't look quite as young though. Like, that kind of creeps me out a little bit. That's like almost a baby with wings, and that's scary. Witches, on the other hand, while they may be similar in size, I feel like their features, they're a bit older, they're a bit more defined, and overall not bad. Not bad. I'd tap. We're gonna put her in A tier. Next up is Nana. I'm sorry, like, just no. It's a hamster. It's a hamster. Granted, I have a mouse in B tier. I've got a bird in A tier, right? I've got a bird lady in S tier. I just don't think Nana's not. Nana weirds me out. I mean, how can we even be sure that this is the real Nana, and not just one of those paid actors on the casting couch? We don't know for sure. She's definitely gonna have to go in F tier for me. Next up is, what is this lady called? Is she in She's the one in Caramel, right? She's the one in Caramel who can like copycat. That's her name, obviously. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is Copycat and not anyone else, and not some other cat lady Mirage. Regardless, though, they're all cat ladies, but the cat ladies in Mirage, similar to Kisma, have this elegant stature that really gets me going. So I'm gonna have to put her in A tier. She's not quite Kisma level. Kisma's kind of on another level herself. Copycat, though, still very, very good. Still very good. Gonna have to put her in A tier. Next up is older version of Mallory. This is what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is farther in to Mallory's lifespan where she definitely gets more developed. She definitely gets a little bit more well-rounded per se. Definitely an F tier. F tier? A tier. 100% an A tier. Above Baba Yaga even surpassing her predecessor. Very, very nice. And then next up, we have the girl version of the professor. I'm going to put her in a solid B. She's not too bad. She is not too bad. That's my list. That's pretty much my list here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video of me ranking the hottest NPCs in Wizard 101. Oh my god. Yeah, this was this was quite a journey. Thank you guys for joining me for all of this. There is so much women here. There's so many women. God. Can barely contain myself. But Jesus Christ, I can't believe I did this again. Anyways, though, it is like 1 a.m. at night. I don't know why this is what I'm doing. I wonder what my parents think of me. But anyways, that's going to be all for this video. Let me know your opinions and thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to read them. I really, really would. But that's going to be all for me, everybody. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, or subscribe, if you enjoy this type of content and want to see more in the future, or looking forward to more in the future. Sub-in's free. It really helps me out. I'd really appreciate if you could do it. But that's going to be all for me, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, whenever that may be. So take care and peace out.